The psychological thriller Wait Until Dark is coming to the main stage at the Chenango River Theater. You may have seen the 1967 film adaptation featuring Audrey Hepburn. With us this afternoon is the director of this production, Craig Johnson, and Shonita Joshi, who plays Susan, to tell us more about this upcoming show. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So I have seen the movie, and while I was in college, one of the art classes I took, we went to go see a performance of Wait Until Dark. So I was like really excited to be able to do this interview because I remember there were some parts where you're really on the edge of your seat. You know, it's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, it really is. It's one of the great stage thrillers, and Frederick Knott, who wrote the play, also wrote Dial M for Murder, which a lot of people might know too. So it's really a masterfully crafted script.
Yes. So, of course, I think all of us here sort of know this story, but for those who might not have heard about this movie slash production, you know, tell us a little bit about it.
So the story is about a woman that I'm playing, Susan. She recently lost her vision, and she comes in possession with an item which a couple of murderers want to get their hands on. For reasons, no spoilers, I won't give any of those, but the thing is they want to get to her when she's alone. And the story at its core is about her finding her strength through it, because something that was challenging, something that became a recent disability, actually turns out to be the very thing that saves her life. So that internal and emotional journey of finding the strength and independence.
Right, yeah.
And so these con men think this is going to be an easy mark, this blind lady. But it turns out she's much more resourceful than even she ever knew, too.
Yeah.
So it's a great, great story with all kinds of plot turns and twists and turns in it.
Yes, yes, I agree, definitely. And so you're playing Susan. She's a blind woman. What's it like to kind of get in that character?
It's challenging to put up a thriller on stage for all of the different reasons, but I think the most challenging part for me is in Hollywood we have a certain idea of how blindness is played. So usually you look away and then a person's talking here and you're like, I'm going to look here and I'm going to look there so that I can show that I can't see. But I was looking at I was listening to interviews, looking at a lot of people talk about their struggle with being blind or how it's depicted. And most times people who are blind are very good with their environment. They're very comfortable, they have an excellent sense of direction. So there's that balance between showing something with the audience will believe, oh, this is a person who's blind because of our conceptions of how it should be, versus the reality of it. So that was really hard.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder, you know, you might have to rely on some different senses or portray some different actions to be able to, you know, give that character to the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, without giving away again too much, there's a portion in the play which is so exciting is where the lights go out.
Yeah.
It's dark. And I think not just the actors who are working in the dark and have to be safe, but the audience is able to be in the shoes of a person who is unable to rely on vision and sight and use all the other senses. So it's a sensory experience, and you're relying on every other sound, smell, feeling, and I think the audience members can feel that too. That's why it's so exciting.
And that terrifying ending that she's describing makes it just so thrilling for the audience as they suddenly realize, oh, now the field has been leveled. So now the rules have changed, and what's going to happen at this point?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting, definitely. And then there's a wide variety of cast members, you know, ranging from kids to older people, too.
That's right. So we have one young woman who's 14, is that right? Yeah. From the area who's in it, a few other local people, and some of us who have come here and been welcomed into the community to share some of our experiences and talents. This is a really fun show for me because this is the 4th time I've worked on Wait Until Dark. I've been in it 3 times, so I've played the most vicious murderer in previous productions, but now I get to direct it, so I get to help guide other people and help shape the production.
Fantastic, yeah. And so for people who maybe want a little more, there's going to be a sort of post-show talk back with you all on after the September 1st show. So if people want to like learn a little bit more, that would be their opportunity.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. But I would recommend, if there's somebody who's not seen the movie or read the play, don't see it or don't read it, because this is its own piece. It's a new adaptation. It's got its own twists and turns, and so just enjoy that ride.
And that's the fun of this kind of mystery thriller, is just experiencing for the first time all of the incidents that happen and all of the surprises and jolts.
Yes.
It's a roller coaster.
So don't ruin it for yourselves by by watching the movie beforehand.
No.
Yes.
Don't do any research.
Right, yes. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I really appreciate it.
Same here. Thank you for having us.
All right. And so we will get some of the details to you in case you missed it. The Chenango River Theater presents Jeffrey Hatcher's new adaptation of Frederick Knott's original thriller, Wait Until Dark. You can catch several different showings starting August 25th, running through to September 17th. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday shows are at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday shows are at 2 p.m. Tickets are $27 for all performances and can be purchased online at shenangorivertheater.org. And there are also free tickets for high school and college students that are available for all evening performances. You can email tickets at Chenango River Theater for reservations.